Hi everyone, I'm Cathy Beck and welcome to the fall edition of Buena Park Today based on the City News and Activity Guide. On this edition of Buena Park Today, we'll be covering the Phase 1 water emergency plan due to the drought the California state is facing. Afterwards, we'll head on over to the Ehlers Recreation Center for the ribbon cutting ceremony for the brand new Ehlers Plaza. So all that and more, stay tuned. So here we are with Jim Byrie, Director of Public Works, and also Francisco Gutierrez, who's the Associate Engineer, and they'll be telling us more about this issue. And Jim, we're going to go straight into the questions. We're in Phase 1 already, and for residents who aren't aware of the situation and of what it is, can you please explain to us and how many phases there are?
I'll be glad to. As we know, water is a scarce quantity and something we've been conserving for years. In fact, Southern California has had a major water conservation program in place, and cities have been participating in that through various rebates and other measures that we'll talk about more today. But what's happened is that we now have a statewide shortage, a drought emergency that's been declared by the state legislature and the governor. And we have taken action to meet that and implemented what's called Phase 1 water shortage emergency. And that was implemented by the City Council, and a letter was sent out to the residents, as well as a brochure that explains the city's water conservation program and the various phases there, which are 4 phases. We are now in Phase 1, and the goal of that phase is to reduce water consumption by 20%. And what it does, it mandates residents to reduce watering, their outdoor watering, to 3 times per week, maximum during this time of year. Again, that's detailed in the brochure. We really hope that Phase 1 will get us there, because Phase 2 will begin a further cut in the number of watering days, down from 3 days to 2 days. But more drastic than that is actually setting up an allocation, where each business, each resident will be getting an allocation of water based on their type of use, and that if they use over that allocation, they will pay a penalty. The amount of water that they buy will be increased over the allocation with a penalty of $10 per unit, which is a substantial charge. It's a disincentive, but it's something that is part of the ordinance and would be something we would implement if only we're not able to meet our goal. If we were to go to Stage 3, then we're looking at actually reducing watering to no irrigation at all. So in other words, no irrigation water will be allowed to be used for irrigation purposes.
So how does the city plan on monitoring the residential business water usage then?
Currently, what we do and what we'll be using for Phase 1, we'll be reporting to the state on our water consumed in the city, and that is the water that we generate from our water wells and our connections from MWD. Beyond that, when the allocation system goes into place, we'll then be reporting how much we are having to penalize our residents for exceeding the allocations.
And how much is that penalty?
It's $10 per unit.
And we know that Phase 1, Francisco, conservation efforts mostly focus on water on the landscapes, but what can residents do to save water inside their homes?
Yeah, there are many things that residents can do in their homes. They can replace older shower heads, toilets, and faucets with water-efficient, low-flow models. They can run their clothes and dishwashers only when they're full. This can have a big impact. Things like take 5-minute showers, turn off the water when you're shaving or brushing your teeth, or turn the water off when you're shampooing your hair. All these things go a long way to saving water. Another thing they can do is install water-efficient dishwashers and washing machines. And Municipal Water District of Orange County does also offer rebates for when these items are purchased. So that's also available. And then for more helpful tips, people can visit www.saveourh2o.org.
And for landscaping, if residents are considering drought-resistant landscaping, how would they do it? And should they consider the city for proper planning tech or just on their own? How can they do that?
Yes, residents can put in drought-tolerant landscaping. It is allowed. What they can do is come up with a plan and come to the city for suggestions. We do have pamphlets that show samples of certain plants that they can install in their yards. And what they can do is come up with a plan, bring it to the planning department counter to have it approved. And once that's approved, they can start saving water with these really nice-looking drought-tolerant plants that are native to California. And at this time, the city is also participating in the turf removal rebate program, which pays up to $2 per square foot of turf that is removed, and then replaced with California native landscaping or other approved landscaping.
And recently, the OC Register reported that the state is considering issuing underground water usage in Orange County. How would that affect Buena Park if that happens?
All right. Well, with this, the state's real concern here is the overpumping of the groundwater basin. And in Orange County, the groundwater basin is managed by Orange County Water District, and they take great measures to make sure that the groundwater basin is not overpumped by monitoring the levels by the various cities that are part of the district. And Buena Park does its part to make sure that it limits the amount of water that is pumped so that it doesn't have an adverse effect on the groundwater basin. So overall, it doesn't affect Buena Park because we do comply with all the limitations that are being asked of us.
So where can residents go if they want to find out more conservation tips?
Yes, residents can go to the city's website for much of this information. They can go to the Water Conservation section under buenapark.com or some of the MWDOC websites, or they can call me for more information also directly at 714-562-3687.
Great. Thank you so much, Francisco. Now, Jim, is there anything else you would like to add?
Yes. As I mentioned earlier, water conservation is something that Southern California has been doing for a number of years, which is a good thing. But now we're really asking residents and the businesses to consider the options that they have before them when they're purchasing appliances or looking at ways to upgrade their irrigation or their landscaping, that they look at things that might be more cost-effective for not only them but for our environment. Reducing water use is something we can do. It's proven. The plant materials are out there. The types of irrigation systems are out there. The use of artificial turf is another option that's out there too. And we are strongly encourage folks to consider these options when they're looking to upgrade their homes or their businesses.
Thank you so much, Jim and Francisco, for your guys' time on this important issue. I'm sure residents will really appreciate everything that you guys have mentioned. And for more information, once again, go to that website, buenapark.com/waterconservation. Thank you, Jim and Francisco, for that useful information on the Phase 1 Water Conservation Plan. Let's all do our part to conserve water. Now let's head on over to the Ehlers Plaza for the ribbon cutting ceremony. Saturday, September 6th, the city unveiled the newest addition to the Ehlers Community Center, the brand new Ehlers Plaza Performing Arts Center. The event was highlighted by a free concert for the public by country music recording artist Brent Payne, with a barbecue dinner reception for guests before his performance. This is just one more of the many improvements to the Ehlers Recreation Center the city has completed over the years. Mayor Steve Berry explained. So tell us about this state-of-the-art facility.
Well, this is the Ehlers Plaza and Performing Arts Center. And about a year ago, we had a very old slab of concrete here, a fence that surrounded the area, restrooms that were all designed about 50 years ago, somewhat obsolete. They were in jeopardy of maybe causing some problems with people tripping over things or hazards with the old seating that we had. So the city council kind of took a proactive approach, and we decided we'd look at rebuilding, rehabbing the entire project. We looked at ways of doing that. After a few different angles, we actually realized that the best approach was to start from scratch. So we started with a redesign of the bathrooms. We have brand new state-of-the-art bathrooms. We took out all the concrete. We re-channeled all of the electrical and all the conduits. We put in new landscape, all the new plants and landscaping. We have new patio concrete. We have new staging. We have new risers, new seating. We have an entire shade structure now, so you can use this during midday and evening events. We have the opportunity for live performances, small groups, large groups. We came together as a city council. We kind of saw the vision. We saw that this could be a great arts center, so we can support all of the arts. And it took us a little bit of compromise, but we were able to come up with a great project. So we're going to hopefully serve the city of Buena Park very well for decades.
It surely is a nice facility with a tent structure, as the mayor said, to cover guests and performances. City Manager Jim Vanderpool gave some details about the construction and insight on new plans coming to Buena Park. And just to tell us about the stage back there, the awesome stage, how long did it take from beginning to end?
So we've been working on this project for about a year and a half, and it was a city council's vision to have a special space for performing arts, but also as a space that our community could do rentals and have weddings and have birthdays and have quinceañeras and all type of special events.
So then, did it take you guys a really long process to build the stage and the architectural design of it?
You know, what's exciting is that we really partnered with our Cultural Arts Commission to get the vision on what we could utilize this space for. And so the input from our commission, with our engineering department, with our building department, and of course the city council, this is what we came up with, and it's a great facility, and it's going to welcome our residents.
Awesome. Now, I know we're standing in front of this really cool design. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, it is no accident that we have Brent Payne here tonight performing for us, because this is just the beginning of our relationship with Mr. Payne, because he is looking to build this new facility on our Beach Boulevard corridor. This is a country western themed performing arts center and dinner theater, and it will welcome our residents, it will welcome our visitors. It'll be a brand new attraction on our Beach Boulevard corridor.
Awesome. Can't wait to see that. And the concert tonight.
I know. You know, so much fun, so much excitement in Buena Park. Just stand by.
With the guests enjoying the barbecue dinner, everyone had wonderful comments, and they're looking forward to attending future events at the new Ehlers Plaza. Tell us, what do you think about this new facility?
Oh, this is unbelievable. I mean, to come to Buena Park and see the structure and everything. I mean, the outdoors, the whole facility.
This is really the most versatile structure I've ever seen. In the very beginning, I was very curious about it. But just a week ago, I was sitting here in the front row watching Forever Plaid, which was a fabulous show. And now we've turned this thing all around to be a country kicking show. It's just a great way, and not only just for entertainment, but it appears to all of this, it's bringing the city together, it's bringing residents out of their living rooms and back out into the public where they meet and greet again. It's just a real good environment.
Well, the grand opening of the shade structure is probably one of the greatest events, and I think it's going to really enhance people using. So it's just unbelievable. Waiting for the entertainment to come on. I think it's just wonderful that we've able to open this up. And actually, we spent all this with Park and Lou money, so nothing out of the city money. So we've been working hard to basically work outside the box.
I finally had a chance to speak with Brent Payne about coming to Buena Park to perform. So tell us, what brings you to Buena Park?
We're excited to do the ribbon cutting ceremony here at this wonderful new venue here in Buena Park, and put on a country show that's hopefully will show the residents a little country tradition.
And I heard there's something else in the works.
Well, there is. Our main focus is to really put on a show tonight, but we have been working on something for the last couple of years that because we feel like family here in Buena Park, and I truly mean that. As ever since I've been in California, we've just really enjoyed this city, and we've got something special that we're working on that will be coming out in the future.
And your initials, BP, also Buena Park. Any coincidence in that?
Go hand in hand. You know, we've had offers all over the U.S. to put this venue, and after doing all of the homework, Buena Park and what Knott's Berry Farms represented, this used to be farmland. You've got the old gold mine and the ghost town or whatever, and what we've got to bring into Buena Park is going to go hand in hand and be a major compliment to the city.
It was soon time for the ribbon-cutting ceremony, and while Mayor Berry was making opening remarks, the Knott's Berry Farm train robbers made an appearance.
On behalf of the entire City Council of Buena Park, I'm happy to welcome each and every one of you to our grand opening celebration of our Ehlers Plaza Performing Arts Center. Can we get a big yeehaw?
That's right. Hey, no one told me and my brother that they were going to be dedicating Ethel Performing Arts Center here. What? It's Ehlers. Shut up! All right, well, see, you know what? I would shoot you right now, but it doesn't look like we can afford to lose any more council members. Come from Knott's Berry Farm. This was supposed to be a bandit hideout. So it ain't right. It ain't right at all that you turned this into Ethel's Performing Arts Center. Crying out loud.
We're here looking for a contribution. You could think of it as a contribution in reverse, so to speak.
That's right. You know what? I think we got enough money right now, brother, and I'm going to go ahead and split it.
All right.
75-25.
Hey, wait a minute.
What?
Hey, you said we're going to do 50-50.
I said 75-25.
I heard with my own ears. You said 50-50.
Looks like I got it all right now. You know what? To celebrate my newfound wealth, I'll tell you what, Steve. Well, you and me have a little drink since,
We've got a lot of projects coming up in town, a lot of exciting news that we're going to be able to share with you in the next few months. I think this money will go a long way for some of the benefits we're going to see coming up in Buena Park. How about a round of applause for our train robbers from Buena Park, Knott's Berry Farm. Thanks for being here. We love the political humor. And take your stuff and get out.
After the stunt show performance, the City Council accepted a congratulations plaque from State Assemblywoman Sharon Quirk Silva.
So we just want to say on behalf of the California State Assembly that we not only appreciate the work you're doing in your community, but I appreciate the opportunity to represent Buena Park in the state capitol, and we want to congratulate on your great vision for this beautiful space. Congratulations.
The new Ehlers Plaza Performing Arts Center will definitely make events at the location even more fun and enjoyable. Everyone is invited to come to the Ehlers Center to have a look for yourselves. And thanks to Brent Payne for coming out to play, we are looking forward to bigger plans in the future. I'm Cathy Beck. Thanks for watching Buena Park Today. We'll see you next time. Come on, Oklahoma borderline. We roll all night, we coming inside. Come on, Oklahoma borderline. Now I don't need no Texas girl dogging me around. I may be an old kid son, but I still been in town. Those Oklahoma City girls, they always treat you right. Tell mom and them I'm coming home and I'm leaving out tonight. I need one good ride, be satisfied. Come on, Oklahoma borderline. If we roll all night, we coming inside. Come on, Oklahoma borderline.
Before we go, there are some fun activities in the city of Buena Park we'd like you to know about. September 26th through the 28th, enjoy the 31st annual Ari Rang Festival and celebrate Korean heritage and culture near the new Village Circle on La Mirada Boulevard between Beach Boulevard and Alondra. October 17th through the 19th, it's time for the 48th annual Silver Auto Days celebrations at Peak Park. November 5th, all veterans and family members of veterans are invited to join the annual Veterans Honor Walk at the Walter D. Ehlers Senior Activity Center. November 20th is the annual Mayor's Prayer Breakfast at the Knott's Berry Farm Resort Hotel, featuring motivational speaker Renee Bondi.